here really quick. Tornado warning, northern Lancaster County. This does include the city of Lincoln until 3:15. It also includes south central Saunders County, the Ceresco area,
down the right side hill a little bit, so I don't have a real clear view, but I can see that it's pretty dark skies that direction.
From the Weather Service here, if we can. They have also canceled the tornado warning for eastern Seward County and southeastern Butler counties. That was expired here as of 12 minutes ago. The north central Seward County tornado warning continues for another 3 minutes until 2:45. It was over Staplehurst, moving north at 30 miles per hour. And the tornado warning now, here's the latest update from the National Weather Service out of Valley until 3:15. Severe thunderstorm was located capable of producing a tornado over northwest Lincoln and moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. This is going to be over the northern part of Lincoln here in the next couple of minutes. Davie at 2:50, and then we'll head up towards Ceresco as it moves off toward the northeast at 30 miles per hour. This is a tornado warning until 3:15. Northern Lancaster, south central Saunders, and west central Cass counties, and east central and southeast Nebraska. Those of you in southwest Lincoln, it looks like the storm has moved out of your area. It's kind of cleared up. But here's the other thing. I'm looking at radar, Rob, and I see, if you look up at the screen here really quick, you see kind of a notch, kind of a comma shape back. Like
I see that, yeah.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm watching right now with this flow. I've not seen anything like this in quite, maybe not ever, but where I can actually visually see the clouds moving in one direction and then maybe not even a half mile away in the other direction. So
yeah.
That's what the rotation that the radar is picking up.
It's kind of broad. It really hasn't tightened up very much, though.
Right, and it is right over our area right now at Cornhusker and 33rd Street is where that is. So, and the radar is indicating that as well. So, so far, no lowering. That's the good news. That I can report.
Yeah, that's all we can tell right now as we kind of monitor. And of course, we're also streaming this on our Facebook and Twitter feeds for KFOR Radio. Facebook.com/KFOR Radio, Twitter @KFOR Radio. That's how you can follow us to follow the live feed of our coverage here this afternoon. Again, we are also putting up a crawl to show you the watches and warnings that we currently have in effect, all of them tornado related at the moment. The severe thunderstorm warning 1 up in Butler County continues until 3:30 this afternoon. That does encompass the Ulysses area and up toward Garrison. That's all we have from that area.
That's that storm earlier that had a tornado warning with it. It now has been reduced to just a severe thunderstorm warning for that particular storm west of Seward.
Yeah, and they're going to let that tornado warning expire right now as of 2:45. It's technically expired, so that's good news for you folks up in the northern part of Seward County. But the main focus now has stretched over here to the Lincoln metro area and our area, our neck of the woods. Where there is a tornado warning that continues until 3:15. This is on top of a tornado warning that was issued until 3 o'clock for western Lancaster County, now much of northwest Lancaster and south central Saunders counties. That stretches up just south of Wahoo. It does go through the Ceresco area over toward Valparaiso to the west, and then it goes up to the north up around Weston, and then just to the southeast of Wahoo. But there is that backwards comma, and it's right about our area right now, just north of us. If you go up 27th Street north of Cornhusker, that's where they're still kind of watching what could be some possible rotation. And then ahead of that, you got some embedded heavy rain and also some hail falling. And it looks like the hail threat now is about 1.5 inches in diameter. Not quite golf ball sized hail, but just a little bit smaller than that. Maybe that gumball sized variety of hail was what we could probably see with these storms that are moving through the northwestern parts of Lincoln. And make sure that you are in safe shelter, at least for now, until this warning passes through.
Rain has picked up here in the north side of Lincoln. We've got rain and pretty good wind along with the rain. The thunderstorm is in our area now. The area of rotation that we've been talking about, the hook, is kind of up over us right now, moving north towards maybe 56th Street and
Interstate
I-80, which would be the Highway 77 north and 56th Street area seems to be where that is going right now. So far, again, there's been no lowering of this storm, but definitely visible rotation from the naked eye. It wasn't, and that, of course, is what the radar was picking up.
And Rob, as we look at the wider scope of radar, too, there is some other development further south. There's a cell that's just developed south of Beatrice, one that's over the Sterling area in Johnson County. There was another group of cells starting to form up around or down around Hebron and Thayer County, right along Highway 81. But the brunt of the activity has been right over here in the Lincoln area, and then you go into north central and northeast Nebraska. They've had confirmed tornadoes up there to the southwest of Albion, to the north of St. Paul, up near Greeley in that area, and that's been away from us. So it's all part of this low pressure that just continues to spin and move these storms off to the north and northeast. But if you are traveling Highway 77, those of you between Wahoo and Lincoln right now, if you're listening to me, I would do this. If you're encountering some heavy rainfall, some blinding downpours, you need to find a place to pull over. If you can, maybe get some shelter. This is not the time to be out driving. Very dangerous conditions. In addition to the heavy rain, you got the large hail threat. And of course, there's a possibility where a tornado could develop here at any time. Nothing confirmed, nothing been reported to us yet. That's good news, at least for now. But be advised that, you know, these weather conditions rapidly change and do so with little or no warning. Looks like if there's a bright spot here in the city of Lincoln, the brunt of the cell has started to move out of the city of Lincoln and moved out on the northern fringes of town. It's moved west of Waverly. It is right now along Highway 77. It's north of Interstate 80 and north of Highway 34. So those of you in central and southern Saunders County, you're up next. You're under the gun for this dangerous weather, and continue to monitor this as it moves out of the area and moves off toward the north and northeast. Looks like Wahoo over toward Newtan, maybe the far western sections of Douglas County, and then up toward Fremont and Dodge County would be the likely areas to be impacted next. Maybe Washington County, where Blair's located. So those are the areas to keep an eye on if you're traveling in that direction. But it looks like things for now to the south and west of here are starting to clear up, maybe brighten up a little bit, but we're still monitoring another area of development of showers and thunderstorms that goes from just to the southeast of Hastings down around the Hebron area, and then another cell that's starting to intensify south of Beatrice in south central Gage County. And there's another cell forming that's over northwestern Johnson County, entering southwestern Odo County. It's not severe warned or anything. It looks like just a regular garden variety thunderstorm for the time being, but it could intensify because the ingredients are right there in the atmosphere for things to turn severe in a quick amount of time.
As of right now, it looks like possibly that this the most intense thunderstorm in the state of Nebraska is the one that we're talking about that is right now getting into the northern portion of Lancaster County. It's entering the city of Ceresco, which is right there on the county line on Highway 77, moving to the north. Unfortunately, right towards my house, but it's just kind of.
I would assume everybody's safe.
Everybody's safe. I've talked to my kids. They're actually out of school today for a teacher's thing, and my wife, the dogs, everybody's in the basement. So yeah, that's what's going on in our house. The storm, as I said, has not produced a visible tornado. It's just that rotation that we saw, that backwards comma and defying hook. But hopefully, as we've seen in some of these storms, as they get up into the northern portion of Lancaster County into Saunders, they tend to fall apart.
Here's another update from the Weather Service, Rob, and this is how we have power flicker here. But this just came down from the Weather Service. Tornado warning until 3:15 for northern Lancaster County, south central Saunders, west central Cass counties. At 2:48, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 4 miles northeast of Lincoln Airport, or 5 miles north of Lincoln, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Now, here is the kind of the puzzling statement. This storm has had a history of producing a tornado near the Lincoln Airport, and I don't know if we've had any confirmation.
We've got a tornado on the ground, northeast Lincoln.
Tornado on the ground in northeast Lincoln. Okay. All right, so we just got that from the Weather Service. A tornado on the ground, or from our newsroom actually, that a tornado is on the ground in northeast Lincoln. And Jill St. James joins us here in the KFOR newsroom. Go ahead, Jill. Tell us what you have.
Yes, I was out in front of the radio station and kind of looking through a window, and I noticed that it was coming down, and it is over in the northeast area. A little hard to know exactly how far northeast we are, if it's between like 48th and 84th, but definitely stay in
between 48th and 84th. the area where the Goodrich plant is, and,
Okay.
and we do have a visual on this.
Oh
Yeah,
my.
I have video.
Okay.
There is a video of it. Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we do
have
have
tornado on
damage.
the ground. On the
We do
ground.
have damage. It looks like, or maybe there is one on the ground. We can't tell exactly where, but it apparently is in northeast Lincoln. Not sure if it's exactly gone through the Bethany area, University Place, Havelock area. Not sure. We're still trying to get some confirmation. Working on a few things right now. That there is.
We have a visual right there.
Okay, and that might be out. Is that out by?
That's the construction at the Google plant. That would be looking. That is that's Highway 77 at I-80. That is a tornado on the ground. I'm trying to get a visual on that building that's there. I can tell by the construction that's being done in that area. Let's see here. This would be okay. Here we go. We'll get an idea where we are here real quick.
Yeah, and it sounds like the sirens are still going off. Am I correct?
Yeah, there are sirens still sounding in the capital city for Lancaster County. We do have a tornado on the ground in Lancaster County. Again, please take shelter in the northern portion of Lancaster County. We're trying to get a bearing on where we are. This would be somewhere near the Highway 77 and I-80 interchange.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, this is dangerous, no doubt. You know, and I'm checking in with my wife and my family to see if they're in safe shelter. I wonder how we don't have the geographics yet of where this touchdown happened, but again, we couldn't stress this enough. This is why you need to be below ground when a warning is issued, or in your safe shelter.
Right, that's true. So we're trying to get more confirmation. I'm checking on all of our information coming in. It's coming in hard and fast.
Okay, we're getting reports now that a tornado is on the ground towards Waverly. It is heading towards Waverly. If you are in the Waverly area, you've got to get below ground and get into your shelter. There is a tornado on the ground heading toward the Waverly area. We're still trying to get an idea of where this tornado may have touched down exactly in the city of Lincoln. It says, okay, tornado on the ground. This is a report and confirmed 33rd and Superior Street moving north. Okay, so this tornado must have touched down here just north
Of where we are.
of where we are.
I didn't catch that.
I didn't catch that either.
Is there maybe multiple tornadoes?
Well,
I mean, it's a possibility here.
It's certainly possible with these storms, but this thing appears to have touched down, at least in the north central part of Lincoln. We have not had any confirmation exactly where it touched down. It may take a while to figure that out.